Thank you for tuning on into ESPN F, and I'm your man Echelon. Yes, sir. What are the Milwaukee Bucks gonna do? They might have to blow it up. Giannis gone, coach fired. I don't see him coming back from this 3-0. It's over. 0-3, I'm sorry. 0-3. So we're going to get on into this 9-5-2020 slate. And like I said, on a 2-game slate, you stack both games, and then you make another slate of mixing the two teams together for the best picks from two teams. And it always looking like this Boston-Toronto game is the best stack. So let's get into it. I gave it to you last time. I'm giving it to you again. KEMBA, he's back. He's back commanding. He's in command. He's in control. The ball is in his hands. And yes, he's delivering. And I'm seeing this game, the way it's going. If it goes to any type of OT, these guys can crush. And these series been coming down to the fourth quarter. You're basically making sure you're getting all 4 quarter plays out of these guys from Boston and Toronto. And yes, that's why I do like to have them in my lineup for tomorrow, because as you can see, Denver might not be the greatest matchup for the Clippers, but Toronto and Boston, okay. Toronto might turn up that fire tomorrow. They got a little chance. They got some light at the end of that last game, and I'm looking for KEMBA to keep it on, keep the gas pedal on going. He's a guy who can always deliver you 40, 50. KEMBA in Charlotte has 60-point upside. Now, I'm not saying that he could get that here, but he's showing that he's back. He's showing that he's back, and he's loving the ball in his hand, and he's not scared to drive it to the hole and do what he needs to do. So I will be looking for KEMBA in my lineup tomorrow, and he's one of the main point guards that I'll be having with this Boston and Toronto stack. I will be having KEMBA. He's been bringing back great value in these 2-game slates. I'm really not on the Jamal Murray paying super high for that. I think KEMBA's is just at the right price where he can't really bust you, and he has a chance to get hit his ceiling. So this is why I'm going back with KEMBA again. And remember, guys, this is just a 2-game slate. Then I'm jumping over to the other side. As I told you, I'm feeling like this Boston-Toronto game is a great stack, so I'm jumping with the VanVLEET train. Yes, sir. You see it. VanVLEET, he didn't return value as great as you would want. And there's really not no value. You're getting raw points from VanVLEET. And he didn't have his best game last game, but they got lucky and stole that game. So he could come out and go full VanVLEET on their motherfucking ass. That's what I'm telling you to do. Go on here. And then I'm jumping in there, OG Anunoby. Yes, sir. The one who hit the shot at the buzzer to make sure Toronto had a chance. OG been showing out. Coach been giving him his minutes. He's a guy who goes out there and give 1,000%. It look like on every time he gets the ball or he's hustling for the ball, he's hustling. He's out there. He's trying to make it happen. Siakam has been cold. He's been a hit or miss here and there. OG Anunoby has been steady. He's been a steady one. So I'm rocking with OG tomorrow, Anunoby in my small forward to pay a little bit down because his price is decent and he's been bringing them X times 5X, 6X, and he can blow up. Then I'm jumping to TATUM. Woo! I'm staying in this Boston-Toronto game heavy. And I gave you the winners on the last 2-game slates with these guys. Very hit, up in the green, up at the top. And I'm expecting this to be the same way. TATUM, they kind of held him at bay last game. But you can't hold TATUM back for too many games. He's going to go off. He's a guy, he's like a Swiss Army knife. You just don't know what he's going to do. He could come out, do this. He could come out and do that. He could do this. Threes. Defense. He does it all. So I'm looking for TATUM to come out and try to shut these boys on down and give them a good game. And like I said, if it goes into overtime, these guys can crush their price. Then I'm gonna give you a little sprinkle. You know how I like to mess around and throw a little GBP sprinkle up in there. And then what I'm gonna do is give you Robert Williams from Boston. And this is the center, and the center is not great. Center is not great. You go up there to the Joker if you want to, or you got to mess around with Harold Zuback, and Harold hit last week. He's a good pick, but I'm going Robert Williams because he could blow this price out the water if they give him his time with the blocks. Oh man, he could blow this up. And Robert Williams is a sleeper pick, little sprinkle. And then here go the studs of the night for you. Kyle Lowry, loving him in this game. He has a high price, so he's going to have to drop that 50 plus again. I would love that. And then you have Kawani, who's out there doing this thing. I just don't know if Denver's going to challenge him enough to make him have to go full board man on him. And then you got the Joker, and the Joker, they're having a hard time matching up with the Clippers. I just don't know if they got it in them. You could pay up at center for the Joker, but out of the three, I'm looking at Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is the one who I would pay up out of these three studs of the night. I'm liking Kyle Lowry. I'm liking the game that they're in. And like I said, I could see the Boston and Toronto game going into OT more than the Denver and Clippers game. And then for the value of the night, we got Ibaka. He's okay. His price isn't the best. He's not the best value. Let me come off with that. Then you got Lou. We just don't know if he's going to get the minutes or not. Lou, he's an up and down, hot or cold miss, but he's always there on the slate just in case. And he's at a decent value price. Then you got Millsap. I gave you Millsap last time on the value of the night. Go back and look. Millsap went off. And I'm not saying he exploded, but for his price, that was a good return. And the Denver Nuggets had gave him a nice, decent run in there. And it's probably that they will give him another run again against the Clippers. They will try to push, but I just don't know if Denver can hang in there with the Clippers. And thank you very much for watching ESPNF. Please like and subscribe. I'm your man, Echelon. Yes, sir. Yeah.